Okay, we are here. We have finally made it. Fourth quarter of 2021. Really, really, and truly unbelievable. Congratulations. You have made it. We are live on YouTube and TikTok right now. And so I wanted to come on here and congratulate you and help you, celebrate all your wins of 2021, but it's not over yet. One last quarter to go. One last quarter to go. If you're just joining me, I see you guys on YouTube. Thank you for joining me on this live today as we celebrate happy fourth quarter. Happy fourth quarter. This is when you really crank it up, when everybody tends to fall asleep, drop the ball on the last yard line. People tend to start winding down in November or even October. People start thinking like, okay, so next year I'll achieve my goals. Hey, what's going on? Thank you, thank you, thank you on TikTok and thank you on YouTube. I see you there, Patrick. What's going on? Good to see you. The time is now. You have to take this opportunity right now to take your business, your life to the next level. So I want to talk about a few things on how you can do that, how you can level up, how you can take your business to the next level. First of all, we talked about it before. You have to know exactly what you want. What are your goals? You have to have long term goals. Thank you very much. I see you guys on YouTube. See you on also here on TikTok. I really do appreciate it. We're talking about happy fourth quarter. Fourth quarter is it? These are the last 3 months. October 1st, we are here. Are you ready? Are you ready? You see, at the beginning of the year, I told you I would be checking up on you, making sure that you are on track. We talk about those New Year's resolutions, and the reason why those New Year's resolutions never work is because there's this false sense of time that we think that we have. We really don't have that time. I'm being honest with you, right? What happens is we get into March, and March leads into spring, and spring is into summer. Now we're in August, September. Now October creeps up on you, and like, you know what? I'm ready to do. I'm ready to take action on my goals, but I'm gonna wait until I go through Christmas, and I'm gonna do it January 1st, and that's why those resolutions never work. You're kidding yourself. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys here on the live, either TikTok, or you can go subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. I really, really do appreciate it. At the end of the day, we want you to accomplish more, do more, create more. When you set those New Year's resolutions, the reason they don't work is because there's this time. You say to yourself, I have a whole year to accomplish these goals. And then time just creeps up, and all of a sudden you didn't do anything. And now you push all of your goals, all of your dreams to the following month. It's sort of like running a marathon. If you're going to start running a marathon today, what are you going to do? You're going to take your time. You're going to trot a little bit. You might walk a little bit. And so what happens? When you're walking, when you're taking your time, you got to pace yourself versus running a sprint. If you ran a sprint, boom, you take off like bah. There's a sense of urgency. And so if there's no sense of urgency in your life, how are you going to accomplish these goals, these New Year's resolutions? So for me in my life, instead of having one New Year's, I have four. I've broken down the year into 4 quarters. And before every quarter, I celebrate the wins. I celebrate all of the opportunities. I celebrate on what's to come in the new quarter. I set my goals. I do my quarter resolutions, my new quarter resolutions. So now I have 3 months to achieve these goals. And so what I want to talk about today is how to create that sense of urgency in your life. I think you will get a lot of this out of this live. Already see a lot of you here on YouTube. If you're joining my YouTube live right now, thank you so much, and thank you for all the comments. Um, I also appreciate you guys here on TikTok. I really do. If you're just discovering me for the very first time, you can go find me on YouTube, Alfonso Quadra, at Alfonso Quadra, and subscribe to my channel. My good friends, it's free. It's a free subscription. What do I talk on my what do I talk about on my channel? Well, I share a lot about my life. I share a lot about myself, my journey. I talk about real estate investing, which you may or may not know if you're on TikTok. I'm sure my followers here on YouTube know what I do. I'm a real estate investor with assets all across the country. I'm a coach, mentor, and I'm a freedom fighter. I fight for people's financial freedom. So I want to fight for your financial freedom. One of those freedoms is knowing how to set and achieve goals. And what will make you achieve these goals is a sense of urgency. It's like running a sprint. You're going to take off and you're going to make sure you accomplish these goals. Their New Year's resolutions, doesn't work because there's too much time in between January 1st and December 31st. There's just too much time. And there's this false sense of time. So you are going to pace yourself, and eventually you really don't accomplish much. Some people may, but the way we do it, the way I do it, the way we're going to talk about how you're going to do it is how to create urgency in your life by doing these goals quarterly. And so at the beginning of the year, if you go back to the beginning of the year or for the past couple of years, we have been checking up on you. And this is another one of those checkups. October 1st, 2021. We have one last quarter, and you have to make it your best. Your best. So I want you to, if you're taking notes right now, and I see some of you guys, you're already making comments on the YouTube side about things that you're hearing here today. I really do appreciate it. But if you're taking notes here right now, I want you to write fourth quarter 2021, my best quarter. My most productive quarter. And you're going to achieve more in these next 3 months as a result of listening to what I have to share with you today. You will accomplish more in these 3 months than you ever did in your entire life. Trust me, if you follow these things, okay? So first of all, you have to figure out, what is it that you want? What is it that you're looking for? What are your goals? I want you to think long term. The longer your goals, the easier is going to be to achieve. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute. Elon Musk has 100 to 200-year goals. His goals will outlive him. He won't even be able to see the full results of what he's trying to achieve. But he has 100 to 200-year goals. And what happens is you can break it down into smaller, bite-sized, manageable pieces. And that's the key. That's the key. People don't even realize it. They say, I want to do this one thing. But you got to think long term. And so what I'm asking you to do when you're trying to figure out what to do is go to 5 years. If you can go further, better. What does your life look like 10 years from today? But if you go to 5 years, it would be perfect. What are the things that you want in your health, in your education, your finances, your spirituality, your social contribution, family, relationships? What is it that you want? And what you got to do is very simple. I mean, in 5 years from now, these are the things that you want. And I'm gonna just stop right there, and I'm gonna talk about what makes a good goal. A good goal should be something that scares you and excites you at the same time. It needs to scare you a little bit. You're gonna be forced to get out of your comfort zone, and it should excite you at the same time. scare you, and excite you at the same time. And so you got to set long-term goals in every category of your life, okay? And now we're going to break it down into bite-sized pieces. If I wanted to achieve X amount of net worth, for example, if we broke it down to what that would be like every year. So I'm going to give you an example. If I wanted my net worth in 5 years from now, and here's another issue. Most people tend to overestimate what they can accomplish in 1 year, and they grossly underestimate what they can accomplish in 5 years. Because in 5 years, my friends, you can go through a full life transformation. A full life transformation. Wow, there's a lot of you on here on YouTube. I really do appreciate it, guys. Find me on YouTube at Alfonso Quadra. You'll find me. Subscribe to my channel. It's free. So people tend to grossly underestimate what they can accomplish in 5 years, because in 5 years you can go through a full life transformation. People don't look 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the road. But you need to know exactly what you want so you can start operating as if you already are there today. And so if I wanted my net worth, and this is just an example, guys. If I wanted my net worth to be $10 million, for example, I could divide it by 5, and I said, look, every year I got to gain a net worth of $2 million. So every year is $2 million. And if you divide it by 4, that means that in the next quarter, I got to increase my net worth by 500,000. Okay. So I want you to have larger goals and then break them down into bite-sized pieces, into what you got to do this year to be on track to getting to your goal. And this is for all categories of your life, to achieve to what you got to, and then you break it down by 4. Once you know what the year is, you break it down by 4, and then now you know what you have to accomplish this quarter. But I want you to go deeper than that. I want you to go, okay, this is what I got to accomplish this quarter, but I want you to divide that goal by 3. So what you need to accomplish each month. Then I want you to divide that goal again by 4. So now we know what you need to accomplish each week. And then it's all about the next logical step. What do I have to do today, tomorrow, the next day, to be closer to my weekly goal, to my monthly goal, to my quarterly goal, to my annual goal, to my 5-year goal? That's how it's done, guys. That's the secret of achieving everything you want. You got to know exactly what you want, and you have to have a long-term goal and break it down. Break it down. Now, the next is you got to figure out who you need to be in order to be a match to those goals. Who do you have to become in order to be a direct match to those goals? Once you understand what you want, you have to understand who you have to become in order to be a direct match to everything that you want. What is it that you want, and who do you need to become? In these 3 months, who do you need to become to be the type of person that can get to your 5-year goal? Who do you need to be? What books do you have to read? What people do you have to know? What information do you need to digest? What mentors do you need? You have to ask yourself that question. How do you walk? How do you talk? How do you eat? How do you carry yourself? How do you engage in a conversation? Who do you have to become in order to be a match to the person you've just become, or the person that you want to be? You see, people's goals are up here. Everybody's goals are up here. Everybody wants it, but there's still this type of person. They're unwilling to become it. If you want more in life, and here's the key, if you want more, you simply have to become more. That's it. If you want more out of life, you simply have to become more. That's it. That's the secret. If If you want more, you simply have to become more. And so once you know what you want, once you know who you need to become in order to be a direct match to the things that you want, the last step is simple. Take action today. Become that person now, this very second. The second you decide to become, that's when you have the power to move mountains. Success is what you become by the person. Success is what you attract by the person you become. The second you decide to become, that's when you start to attract the right circumstances, the right deals, the right diet, the right people, the right joint ventures, the right investors, the right everything to be a direct match to the person you've just become. And so, what I want is for you not to sleep. Don't sleep on this last quarter. We're in the fourth quarter here, guys. It's so important. Don't sleep. Take action. See what you want to do in the next 5 years and break it down and understand that there's certain action steps that you have to take today and every single day for the next 3 months. Don't sleep. Go and get it. Guys, I love you. Alfonso loves you, and we'll see you all at the top. Thank you for joining me on the YouTube stream, and thank you for joining me here, which I don't know how to get out of. Okay, there we go. We'll see you at the top.